Here's Jackson throwing on fourth down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gronkowski, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Elam able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Julius Peppers. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Stenerud's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. Johnson was the intended receiver. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Ray. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's good. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson stepping up. He'll try and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, Green. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Second and 5 now. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Operating from the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. Jackson, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. On 2nd down now, it's Green. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing now is Jackson. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. Jackson now a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. They'll run now with Okoye. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.